GTA is a very weird game. Or rather, it has become a very weird game. Back in the PS3 era, the last update was the Ill-Gotten Gains, and that was it. You had your contact missions, you had your heist, and the other game modes that I never bothered to play, but they were there, and that was it. That was the grind. Now you have to do chores to fill bunkers and drug dens. You can stop the end of the world. You can fuck other players over without any other reward other than a small amount of money, minuscule compared to the one that the player would have had, and their anger. Yeah, the game got fucking weird. As a fellow grinder, I bring you today a guide. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not GTA man, I'm not the professional, and I'm most definitely not GTA series videos. I don't have the best, fastest or most efficient way to gain money. This is what I find enjoyable. So maybe you don't find this method enjoyable, but maybe you enjoy this video. So I'm gonna run you through the 5 easy steps to gain money in GTA Online. By the way, you kinda need these things to make this process work. As I'm writing this, I realized that this might be more useful for a mid to late game character. Leeches are incredible animals, or insects, or whatever they are amazing. They have the ability to suck you dry better than any other vampire or cheap whore ever could. So your phone, you have the option to initiate a quick match of any type of content in the game as long as it takes place in a lobby. Now you should remember that detail, that little detail, because it's going to be important in the near future. You go there and you queue up for a diamond casino heist, and you leech off the work of other people in order to get money. Now I know this is technically not leeching per se, seeing as we are helping another human being to accomplish his goal, and in the process of helping him or her, we are making him gain a bigger cut of the reward of said process. So we're kind of getting screwed, I guess, but you are thinking about the process in the wrong way. What do you know about the host of the lobby? Seriously, what do you know about him? He may be a serial killer, an abusive husband, a thief, maybe the next Hitler. Maybe all the prep work before the heist was done by his friends or other players enslaved by this person with the promise that they would be invited to the finale of the heist, and he just screwed them over. You know who is behind the screen. You can run the risk of helping somebody bad. You can run the risk of being nice to somebody who is a cunt. You can run the risk of making somebody thrive in a society where the poor and low level are fucked every day. If you know some enemies are hidden in a civilian village, do you meticulously search every single house, every single building, and interrogate every single civilian? No! You bomb the place sky high! You blow that shit up! You fucking throw napalm all over it and hope that the enemy is there to die. And if it's not there, you follow up. You go to the next village. You bomb that shit. So now you have the mentality out of the way. In reality, we are not helping him. We are leeching a part of his profits to us. And that's where the take place in a lobby part comes in. So you see, the difference between the casino heist, the Doomsday heist, and the original heist is a very subtle one. The prep work for the originals and the Doomsdays is done in lobbies. What do I mean by this? You need to get an invite to get in the lobby. You need to be there, and in the case of the originals, 2 other people to start the mission. But not in the casino heist. Every single prep work is only done in public lobbies, or in solo invites lobbies, or in friends lobbies. You know the difference. You have the lobbies where you are still looking at a bunch of stats, and the others where you can run around and be a dickhead. So since the casino heist doesn't have the other type of lobbies, the ones that you are waiting endlessly for some fucker to get in, you get thrown into the finale lobbies because those are the only ones that exist. So if you complete that, you may get like $300 each time, I think. Maybe. I don't know math. I don't know how much you can gain, because I'm totally not prepared for this. Now, you got your first payment. Now we are preparing for the big shit. As an example, right? You do the casino heist once. You can immediately just go in and do it again. It is illegal. The game throws you a 30-minute cooldown, basically, and in that time, you go to your own arcade and you start your own casino heist. And that's it. You start your prep work, you start doing it while those 30 minutes count down. Now, in 30 minutes, I believe you can do around, I don't know, 3 to 4 tasks. Maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more if you are quick and if you are competent. So, not me. Which leads me to step 3. Take a fucking guess what happens here. Now, this step has a bit of a condition, right? If you have the prep work done, then you can go ahead and do step 4. If you don't, repeat step 2 and step 3. Prep work is not easy to do sometimes. Sometimes it is tedious as fuck. Sometimes it is long. Sometimes it is a bitch to do. I completely understand that maybe not everybody can do it in 30 minutes, and I don't think that it can be done in 30 minutes. And if you thought that step 2, 3 and 4 are small, get ready for... By this point, if you haven't repeated the casino heist a 3rd time by joining another person's lobby, you should have done it 3 times. 2 times by joining random lobbies and 1 by joining your own. If the host of the lobbies are the capitalist pigs that I know they are, then in the 2 lobbies, the 2 random lobbies that you got into it, you probably had a 15% profit from the total that you gain. And if I'm correct, you probably have around a 85% profit margin if you did a 2-man squad in your lobby, or a 55% profit if you did a 4-man squad. And yeah, you should always go for the bigger cut if you're hosting. After all, you did other work and maybe you did it alone, so it is a little reward. And I know I'm kinda contradicting myself with what I said earlier about, hosts being capitalistic pigs, but in your case, you need the money so that later you can redistribute that wealth across all your population and be regarded as a good leader. That happened in the Soviet Union, by the way. Do not trust in other players. Now, I know how that sounds. I know how this whole video sounds. But what I mean by this is, don't expect them to be James Bond. Don't expect them to be the Mission Impossible main character that I never knew the name, but Tom Cruise basically. Don't expect them to be John Wick. Sometimes they are dumb. So what I mean by this is that not everybody knows how to do the heist. I've had to learn it through force. When matchmaking, you can also play the Doomsday or original heist. Don't sleep on those beauties, because they are still fun. Let's be honest, even after all this time, I have something against the strong burn missions in the Doomsday heist and the lab raid, the prep work for the lab raid. Some of the missions, especially the one with the EMP, but after that, don't sleep on them. They give you significantly less money than any other, than the casino basically. I think that every prep work for the original heist gives you alongside 10,000 to 25,000, and that's not a lot in today's economy, in game and in real life. Do the Duncan shipments, please. Do yourself a favor. This is not like a tip that, oh, maybe I should follow this, maybe not. You should. You very much should. You must follow this, especially if you are going with the aggressive or silent and sneaky way. If you don't do this mission, right, you won't be able to shoot anybody. And in the aggressive way, shooting is very important. Final one, right? Treat other players well. Doesn't matter if that entails not speaking through the chat, or trying to calm somebody down, or teaching somebody how to do something, asking them to not do something. In the name of all that's good with this game, let's make a more healthy community, seeing as it is filled with fucking hackers. Let's make a more wholesome community, all in the sake of getting money and leech off other people.